Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Surplus Nut bringing another video on the options that it's out there for those guys that want to install a tactical stock, polymer stock to their SKSs. There is a stock which is available on the market. You guys might have seen it, might know about it. Is the glass filled nylon stock for the SKS, and it is a 6-position M4 type, which it has the extended butt, and also it's got the slanted grip with a storage compartment, which I don't really use it. And at one point I went ahead and took the wood furnishing off my M59. By the way, this is my M59 SKS, okay. Jugo. It's a Yugoslavian M59, and at one point I bought the stock, the polymer stock, to turn it into a tactical SKS, and I went ahead and I had it on there for a while. Then I decided to go ahead and put the wood back on my SKS, the wood furnishing, and this is the way it's gonna stay because I want to keep it as a surplus military M59, just because it's you know, collector's value. But I mean, I still have that stock, which at any time I can switch it back and forth. So basically this video is just to show you guys what's out there, what's available for this weapon. I will be making another video for you guys on the installation of the stock on this gun, and show you the different features, and you guys can leave me a comment on, you know, if you like it or not. This is the stock that you can also install on the Jugo SKS, the M59/66, either the 8-1 or the standard 66. It'll go on either gun. It'll also fit the M59. Again, they're the Yugoslavian M59. That's why I wanted to put the wood furnishing back on there, because there are not that many of them around. I mean, they've gone really scarce. So I wanted to keep it original and make sure I don't lose none of the at one point I couldn't find the gas tube, the gas tube handguard, but I finally found it, and so I said, you know what, I'm not gonna take a chance. I went ahead and I put it all back together, but I had it with this type of setup for a very long time, and it looked really good. It looks really good. Actually, I bought this type of setup, this stock, for my M59 when they just came out with it. You know, we're talking years back. This thing's been out for a while, and you also have to get the polymer. This is like a 30-round magazine. It's not a Tapco, but I haven't had no problems with it. It feeds really good. Never had any feeding issues with it. And one thing though, when you purchase this stock, make sure that when you buy the gas tube, I think I purchased this setup at davidscollectible.com, and he made it very clear that if you were gonna install this on an M59, you have to buy a different gas tube, just because the way the M59/66 is set up, the end here of the gas tube is a little different. It hooks up on the actual gas port a little different, so you gotta make sure because remember the M5966 has the cut off little valve that will make the rifle either a semi-automatic rifle or will just make it like a single shot rifle. So the M59 Jugo SKS doesn't have that feature in the front. On the doesn't have the valve for the cutoff to cut off the gas. So that's why your gas tube is going to be a little different on your conversion over to this type of stock. I had the option of buying this with the Picatinny rail on top, but I wasn't going to go so tactical with it, so I decided just to get it like this. To me, it looks a little better. But that's one thing I want to let you guys know. You need to make sure which rifle you have, because yes, this setup will work on the M59 SKS and also on the M59 66, whether it's the 8-1 or just the 66 one. But again, make sure what type of gas tube you're getting. It's for, you know, whether it's for either gun. But you can get this setup for the M5966. I've seen them set up that way, and they look really nice. It makes the gun look really, you know, more modern, more on the tactical side. Now, like I said, when I purchased this, he didn't have the stock with the cut down here for the bayonet. You know how SKS's have the bayonet that it folds in? I've seen this type of stock where they sell it and they ask you, or they give you the option of purchasing it with the cut slot here for the bayonet. And because there's some states that don't allow bayonets, so some people buy an SKS and depending on what state they live, they'll get it without the bayonet. So they give you the option whether your gun has the bayonet or if it's been removed, then you obviously won't need the slot. Even though I would just for the heck of it get it with the slot, because it doesn't show. I mean, you can't even tell. And if your SKS don't have a bayonet, it will not affect it. You know, I mean, it's not gonna matter if you have the opening or not. When I purchased this one, it did not come with the cut down here, because he didn't have it. He only had the one, you know, without the without the cut on the bottom here to put the bayonet, so the bayonet can fold into this cut here on the stock. So I didn't care. You know, I'm pretty handy with my guns, and you know, I do a little bit of gunsmithing to, you know, my own extent. So I figure, you know what, the heck of it, I'll just buy it. I'll try to fit the stock into the gun into the stock, and once I fold the bayonet wherever I see that it needs to fold into the stock, I'll just get my Dremel tool with a little cutting wheel and cut it. And that's basically what I did, okay? And it worked out perfect. And I think, I can't remember if the one without the cut here, it's cheaper or not. So if that's the case, you might want to get the one without it, do it yourself, and you save a couple of bucks, you know. But I just wanted to give you guys that option, just to let you know. I had to do that cut for the bayonet myself. Wasn't a big deal, real quick. And so I purchased this thing for my M59. It does have the collapsible stock, you know, for your length of pull. You can adjust it to how you like it. Okay, so it works pretty good. It looks really good. I mean, it does makes the SKS, especially the M59, it makes it look a little bit more like an AK-47 if you could look at it that way, due to the front, how the front of the SKS M59 looks. See, like this thing here is very similar to like an AK-47, the part of the gas tube port. And now you know, you guys can tell where the Kalashnikov took the design from the previous rifle that they had, which was the the 45 model SKS, the true Russian SKS, and now you know how we ended up more or less with the AK-47 look. But yeah, once you put this one, specifically this SKS with this stock, it makes it look very similar to an AK-47. Okay, some people that really don't know about guns, they might see it, you know, right out for the first time, and they'll think that it's an AK-47, but it's not. So there is I've had a question where somebody asked me, if you leave the wood stock on the SKS, if you can just go ahead and go with a 30 round magazine, just to leave it with a regular stock and just adapt the magazine. Okay, and we're gonna cover that on the second part to this video, and we're gonna keep talking about this. All right, I love this stuff, man. All right, Mr. Surplus Nut out.